there. And we will bring you plenty of reaction from various players and the manager as well before we leave you at around 11 o'clock. There was so much to admire, wasn't there? I mean, as I said, when we could barely hear ourselves, every single aspect of what they did tonight was spot on.
Absolutely, and that comes from the manager. We often talk about maybe English coaches not having that tactical nous, but we saw it today with Eddie Howe. The management, the style that they played, they were aggressive on the front foot. They went into a modern press at times where they put in, like you said about Fabian Schär, going into Mark, Declan Rice, winning the ball high up the pitch. It was fantastic. I mean, the captain's going to tell us all about it now.
Well, hopefully, once Shea stopped hugging him, then that is. Congratulations. We were just saying, to the observers like us, that felt like a near-on perfect performance by you guys.
Unbelievable performance for everyone. I think our fans made the difference tonight. They were unbelievable. I think we did a playing fortnight. The gaffer, my point of the view, was very smart. Everything we planned was perfect. I'm very happy for the team performance, for everyone. And here we go, another final for this club, and hopefully we can win this one. Gonna be amazing for us.
How did you feel pre-match with a 2-0 lead?
Anxious.
Did you? Right, okay.
Of course, anxious. A big game,
not
you
the
know.
only one.
Yeah, yeah, be very, very honest. Always anxious. A big game, you know. Arsenal is a top team, but I think when we play like that, we became an amazing team. I think if we can play like that for the season, we can dream big for this club.
Just going to ask about the system. How difficult was it to prepare for this game tonight? Because you changed the system. You only had a couple of days to prepare with this new system.
Yeah, we did more by video because we did the same shape against Man U away from home, the 5-4-1. So we already knew before. So when the gaffer explained us how he wanted us to play, I think everyone was happy. Of course, the 2 goals we scored there in the stadium was very, very important for today. So we just relaxed, and I think the score first was like unbelievable for us, gave another confidence.
It could have gone the other way though. You know, Odegaard had a fantastic chance. It was about 14, 15 minutes. He hits the post. And how important was it when I think it's about 90 seconds that Jacob Murphy scores that all-important goal?
Yeah, I was very happy he missed it because it was a big opportunity for them. And I think after 2 minutes we scored, so we had game changer. I think we knew that if we score first, it would be amazing for us. So yeah, everything was like we planned. Very happy. Now we celebrate with the boys. Amazing night. I think everyone in the city is very, very happy. So I want to enjoy a little bit with them.
You're not down the quayside tonight, or not?
No. Going back to
recovering.
Recover, of course.
Well, we saw you celebrating the first leg because you missed the first leg, celebrating at home with your child as well. How difficult was it for you to watch that?
Very difficult, you know. Since I joined the club, I just missed 6 games. So semi-final, stay away, I was like very, very sad about it, but the guys did the job. I celebrate with my son. It was a great moment. It was a great moment at home. Very, very happy. Yeah, and 2 goals there, 2 goals here. Amazing performance for everyone.
Just give us an appreciation of the man in front of you, in Alexander Isak, who caused them more problems, we all think, than any other striker has caused them as a central defensive partnership.
For me, he's the best striker nowadays. No one is performing better than him, in my point of view. We are lucky to have him. I hope he can keep it going, give us goals, assists. He has been amazing for us. Like I said, for me, nowadays he's the best striker.
And it's been 70 years, Bruno, since this football club has picked up a trophy. Will you be the man in a few weeks in March to get your hands on this trophy?
Hopeful would be my dream. Since when I joined the club, I said my goal here was put my name in the club history. I think I gave another step to get it done. It would be amazing. My first season as a captain, lift a trophy would be amazing for me. It's my dreams. Hopefully we can get this.
Bruno, just to ask you about the manager, Eddie Howe. He's done such a great job, obviously, since he's come here. How important and his tactics today, everything just seems spot on from his point of view.
For me, he's amazing. I think we could not have another best manager than him. Since he signed for the club improved a lot, you know. I think for today, he won the game in the pre-match. I think the shape was perfect. He was very, very smart. He deserved the credit.
I'll let you go and get one. But on just that change of shape, you talked about how you're doing it on video and you did it at Old Trafford. For you personally, what changes for you? Because there'd be times when Fabian Schär is ahead of you, pressing Declan Rice. So what do you have to do differently?
For me, I was main for man on Partey. Where Partey was going, I had to follow him everywhere. So we try a little bit stay man for man in the midfield, and Fabi, of course, was jumping on Rice. And we score like that. Fabi recovered the ball there and we score. So this is a credit for the gaffer. You know, he said to us how we should press and do a delivery. So yes, like I said, the gaffer was amazing today.
Oh, and right on cue.
He's the guy.
It's almost like you timed that, Drew. He said you were amazing today. He said you were amazing today.
Wow. What position did I play?
The team plan, the shape, everything.
No, yeah, it was a great night for us. I thought Bruno at the heart of the midfield again was excellent. It worked well, eh?
Yeah,
it's
good. That's good.
Okay, you go get warm. I know it'd be great to have the two of you together.
Enjoy the best
we will.
minute.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. See you.
Just your mic might not be working at the moment, so I'll talk to you and then we'll get it again. Tactically, that worked spot on for you.
Yeah, I mean it was a tough game. Yeah, I thought tactically we were good. I think the intention was to be aggressive, and sometimes when you have that intention, for whatever reason it doesn't work. But today, I thought we put pressure on them early in the game, which helped solidify our plan. We had to retreat at times, but I thought we were always in the game.
When did you decide that you wanted to play like that tonight?
Lose track of days. What day are we now? Wednesday, Monday. Yeah, the work started on Monday.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not long, is it? I mean, we often get told about how much time it takes changing systems and so on and so forth. That's 48 hours.
Yeah, that's quick. But I think we got the Champions League experience really helped us, because I think that allowed us, or sort of got us working with sort of 2-day turnarounds, really quick game plans. We do mould and tweak things depending on the opposition, and you can see today there was a lot of change in our performance, but we felt we needed more height in the team. We felt we wanted real solidity at the back, so we felt we had to change in order to win the game. Yeah, and it came off today.
I was just going to ask you the question about, you had timeshare pressing on the edge of the box, Dan Burn pressing on the edge of the box. I was thinking, why are they pressing so high, and how does the system work in behind that? How do you work that?
Well, I have to say that the players deserve the credit for that, because they're following the instruction to the letter, and Fabian had big distances to cover today, so his job was to track Declan Rice, whether he dropped low, whether he went wide, whether he went central, and he followed it to the letter. And you can see he's gone right across the pitch, but that's not easy for a centre-half to do. I've played in that position, and if you ask me to press like that, I'm not sure I'd want to do it. But Fabian is capable. He's a really good athlete.
Sorry, Eddie, when you said that to him, how did you take that information on board? He said, yeah, I've got that? Or because it's a long way to cover, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I say we had 2 days. We actually had 3 training sessions. So it was Monday, Tuesday, and we trained this morning. So those 3 sessions allowed us to repeat, and then the players have to execute.
Eddie, I said to you before the game about what system you're going to play, and you said we're going to be fluid and we're going to have plenty of movement. You exactly had that.
I wasn't lying to you, was I?
No, it wasn't. I felt a bit uncomfortable to start. I thought I'd known you a long time, but you were magnificent today, and I thought the way that you approached the match, because I felt, and he was certainly nervous, that a 2-0 lead is obviously a lovely advantage to have, but that also can bring a bit of anxiety, and you got the balance right of being defensively incredibly sound, but making sure you had that pace on the attack with the front 3, who are always such a threat for you. And I've never seen Saliba and Gabriel so uncomfortable.
Yeah, I thought we wanted to get pressure on them, and I think in order to do that tactically, you have to allow the players to feel comfortable doing it. We had to get the bodies in the right areas, and that was the way we decided to do it. But still, the players have to execute it. And, you're up against elite players that one mistake, and, it can be difficult. But we thought we have to be ourselves. We have to be front foot. If we're not, as you say, with 2-0, it can quickly become 2-1, and then you're on the back foot.
And I appreciate you won't want to give every secret away, but you've now played both legs against them and not conceded against probably the best set-piece team in the league on corners, and I can't really remember them, certainly tonight, having a chance from a corner. How much work on that is incorporated into everything else?
Yeah, again, all 3 days, all 3 training sessions, we had to work on set plays. We knew the Arsenal's threat was so high and so strong, and I think in the home game, the reverse fixture, there was a couple of moments that we got lucky with, got away with certain situations. So again, our team selection was based, we needed Sven's height, we needed Dan's height, without Joelinton especially, we needed Fabi's height as well. So I have to say, Jason Tyndall, the analysts deserve a lot of credit. They put a lot of work into the set plays and, yeah, defended them really well today.
You talk about the aggression as well. There were a few scraps. It was a bit, particularly the battle between Trippier and Trossard as well. You sent them out to niggle, did you?
Well, we're always competitive. You have to be. You have to go up against your direct opponent and you have to be in their face. So, no, not necessarily a direct order to go, we've got to be aggressive, but we have to stand our ground. We have to try and win our battles. And if that means a physical confrontation, then yeah, we back ourselves to mix it with them.
What does it mean to you? What does it mean to the club to be back at Wembley? So two Wembley trips in 3 years. As part of the bigger picture of what you're trying to do here, really.
Yeah, I think it's huge because I think the first Wembley appearance was brilliant. It was sort of unexpected. But a club like this and where it wants to be, we need to be there regularly. We need to sort of feel it's not a surprise. We're here on merit. I think we are this year. Our run's not been easy. I mean, look at the teams we've had to face. I think it's 4 Premier League teams, if I'm right. You know, difficult run, but we've done the hard yards. We've now got an opportunity. Hopefully we can learn from the last one and just improve our performance.
I was just going to say that experience of the last finals not so long ago, so hopefully you can use that as a positive. A lot of these players have been there before, isn't it? So it's just getting over that line, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think when we lost the game before, you have to learn from disappointing experiences. It wasn't a great performance from us. I don't think it was particularly bad, but there's definitely things we can learn in our preparation and our build-up and our execution.
Yeah.
I think the fans as well, Eddie, today, the way that they engaged the game before we couldn't even hear ourselves, you know, and that was obviously so important for you as well.
Yeah, I mean, here we have to involve them, and I think we did. That was the key to the early part of the match that took the nerves away from the crowd, really. It was, we're front foot, like, let's get behind the players, and they've always done that since I've been here. They've been absolutely magnificent, and I'm so pleased they get the opportunity to go to Wembley again so quickly.
Is that a dressing room that's celebrating, or are you on to the next?
I'm on to the next, unfortunately for me, quite quickly. But I think now that they're celebrating, but in a good way, not in an over-the-top way, just in real love for the game, love for the opportunity that we're going to have a chance to play at Wembley again in front of our supporters. Well, I mean, the visions that I have of that day are still really strong. Our supporters were magnificent, and yeah, I just hope for them we can get the trophy.
Okay.
Occasions like this, they always turn up for us. They make the game so difficult for the opposition, but it was important that we controlled the emotions. We've done it in the right way. You see, there was a few little scraps and fights, but it was important we've done it the right way.
How much do you feel like you were able to play in Arsenal's frustration?
Yeah, I think we had the game plan, which we thought would work. They play a lot of second balls. We thought if we could beat them in that area, we could catch them out in behind, which we did a couple of times. And our game plan worked well. We got the win, so I'm happy.
Yeah, talking about that game plan, how important was the pressing? Because that pressing, especially when Raya was playing in the back, worked really well for your goal specifically.
Yeah, I think everyone knows now we press. We never change. We always press. We try to make it difficult, but I think special mention goes out to Dan Burn and Fabi Shaw and Sven Botman, our 3 centre-backs, because you don't find centre-backs who go and press at the opposition's 18-yard line, so all credits to them, and yeah, thankfully I got the goal from it.
You're one step closer to making history for this club after playing big matches, playing Europe. How do you see this team in terms of maturity, of being ready to win a trophy?
I think it's important for us to stay humble now. We went on a really good run, and we had 2 results that we didn't see coming, and we didn't really need in our season. So this was a good game to put us back on track. But I think we need to just keep our heads down and focus on what's in front of us.
An unfinished business at Wembley. For many players, you were already in the group, you were unable to play that final at Wembley, but how much do you feel like these players will feed from that experience?
Yeah, it'll be my first at Wembley at club level, so I'm really excited. It'll be a big occasion, but like I said, that's so far away. We can't look too far ahead because we've got so many important games coming up. We'll focus on that when it comes to it.
Anthony, for now, enjoy the celebrations. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Have a good night.
After a couple of iffy results, That's a big thing. I mean, they didn't need a lot of motivating today. You know, the atmosphere, the crowd, the way that they engaged was fantastic. But as I say, the manager, the tactics, he got absolutely spot on. And I have to be honest, when I saw the setup, and I thought, this is going to be interesting because obviously Rice and Partey and Odegaard in that midfield, they've got an extra man in there. And if Partey starts to dictate the play and starts to get on the ball, the longer the game goes on, you know, if they score that first goal, they might start to get edgy. But they got so aggressive and they got that right balance today. And I thought they were absolutely magnificent.
Well, let's be honest, we were all sceptical, weren't we?
Yeah.
Going, oh, if they do that and they don't normally do that, and Arsenal exactly that.
I think before the game we had about 5 different formations up on the screen to try and work it out. Eddie didn't give nothing away, but what I would say about Eddie is there was a risk to changing the system. You know, had Arsenal got back into the game, people would be saying, why did he change the system? He's not worked in this all season. So there is a risk, and of course there's a reward because they're in the final now, but at the same time, you need a bit of, what's the right word you can use? Courage.
Bravery.
Yeah. Like Bruno
to make
said,
that big decision, you know, and he did do that.
Bruno said they played it at United, and obviously that day they were fantastic. They were incredible, especially that first half. So that maybe gives them a little bit of comfort. No Joe Linton in there as well. So you're probably thinking, how do we manage this and get the right balance? But they got it right, and it was a magnificent night for them. I think now the crowd, everybody can relax, and they've got, a month to before the final. And they thoroughly deserved it because they did to Arsenal what Arsenal do to a lot of teams, where they try to manhandle them, try to be aggressive, and they stood up to it. Set pieces, they were fantastic. In the play, I thought they were excellent. They had a really, really great balance in their team today. And I keep using that word, but that's exactly what it was.
He is